Dan's the senior guy, so he said I have to go first. I actually find the podium to be quite suiting. I would just like to start out by saying how humbled I am to receive this award. We have so many great cops in this department, so to be formally recognized in this manner is truly an honor. We were just two cops in the right place at the right time that night, and then the Lord decided our time wasn't up yet. I have so many people to thank, and I don't want to leave anyone out, so forgive me if I do not mention you specifically. To my dear wife, Dana, thank you for being the best wife and mother to me and our girls I could ever ask for. This past year has not been easy for us. Without exception, you have shouldered much of the burden. Your love and understanding of why I do what I do makes this job a little bit easier. Dad and Mom, thank you for showing me the value of hard work and sacrifice, and that no matter how many times life knocks you down, staying knocked down is never an option. Sergeant Hazlett, I know is not here today. Thank you for running to the sound of gunfire that night. Sergeant Flanagan, thank you for doing more for me and my family than I have time to list. Officer Bravo for staying by my side that night. Officer Randall for your assistance with Dan. President Titus for your support and guidance throughout this ordeal. To our fallen brother Josh Lino, thank you for being one of the very first cops to check in on us at Regents the morning after the shooting. Range instructors and training staff for your desire to train up warriors. Commander Legault for steadily preaching from day one of my academy to be ready for when the day chooses you. Class 2008-1 for your support and generosity. All the other countless cops who have called and texted and continue to check in on us, thank you. Fellow brothers and sisters, it is becoming increasingly more difficult to be aggressive pursuers of evil in today's society. Often the public is not aware of the dangers we face and the sadness we see on a daily basis. Right or wrong, our actions are regularly scrutinized and second-guessed by the public and press from the confines of a safe and secure home or office. Today I want to encourage my fellow street cops that being dangerous is something to be proud of. In fact, being dangerous is a sacred trait. Not every cop has this gift. Those who do must be cherished and protected, for they are a rare breed. They are the ones who day after day, night after night, go out and seek out evil and meet it head on. If we don't have cops who are willing to be dangerous, who don't just respond to crime, but actively go out and seek to prevent it, how much worse could our neighborhoods be? In a recent article listed on policeone.com, Lieutenant Dan Marco shared some vitally important insight on why today's police officers need to be dangerous. In his article entitled, "Why Cops Should Be Dangerous," Lieutenant Marco asks, "Are you dangerous? Are you hypervigilant? Are you over-aggressive?" These words are often used to describe traits considered by some to be undesirable in police officers. In today's world, officers must aggressively pursue criminals and the stalkers of innocence. They must aggressively embrace the Constitution while aggressively seeking justice. Justifiable use of force will appear aggressive, and in fact often must be so, for officers to prevail. Aggressive is good. Aggressive officers make a positive difference in their communities. In 2013, when hyper-paroled criminals and hyper-released psychopaths are walking unfettered in communities around the country, stalking innocents, street officers need to be, at the very least, ever vigilant. Vigilance is not a neurosis. It is an absolutely necessary trait possessed by the sheepdog. It says protect and serve on the side of nearly every squad car in this country. But those are not just words, and it is a fact that police officers protect the people they serve. It stands to reason officers must be dangerous to those that would do harm to innocents. I say again, officers must be dangerous to those that would do harm to innocents. When the murky patina of political correctness is cleared away, officers must be honorable, but still highly trained killers. Now to answer Lieutenant Marco's question, are you dangerous? One of the only ways you can be dangerous is to free your heart from the fear of death. Civil War General Thomas Jackson had this to say about death. "Captain, my religious belief teaches me to feel as safe in battle as I do in bed. God has fixed a time for my death. I do not concern myself about that, but to always be ready, no matter when it may overtake me. That is the way all men should live, and then all would be equally brave." Being dangerous also means you are tactically prepared. It is not having the mindset of, it will never happen to me. Instead, it is, when it does happen to me, I will be ready. I would encourage all of my fellow street cops to carry extra pistol and rifle magazines and medical supplies with you. One day you may find you or your partner's life depending on it. So, are you dangerous? If you have to think about this, the question is already answered. It was once said, out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 are just targets, 9 are the real fighters, and we are lucky to have them, for they the battle make. But the one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back. Make no mistake about it, we are in the warrior business. People will continue to try and hurt us, and yes, even kill us. Technology will change, politicians and administrations will come and go, but the dangerous warrior spirit must be constantly practiced as well as preached. We are all we have out here. Will we let fear, distrust, and complacency chip away at our warrior spirits, or will we stand ready? In closing, let me encourage you and challenge you with these words. The bravest are surely those who have the clearest vision of what is before them, glory and danger alike, and yet notwithstanding, go out to meet it. Please join with me in saluting the cops who love descending on evil faster than others can flee from it. To us and those like us, there are very few left. Thank you.